One of our users, Peter, has asked how to open multiple side menus on the same page, which is, I guess, a little confusing because the way it's done isn't to open multiple side menus, but actually to open one side menu and then control what the content is that you're displaying within it. So first of all, let's just install the SideMenu plugin, which is done pretty straightforward. Just search for SideMenu in plugins, click and install now, and activate. Right, so if we go back to the site now, the menu will automatically open because firstly there's no button on the page, but it'll also say in here that you need content for your side menu. So let's do that now. First of all let's add some widgets, which is now done in the new block widget editor. So I'm going to add a couple of blocks in here, just a couple of paragraphs. So we'll have test 1 and test 2 and test 3. And if I update that, and then we go and have a look at the site, there's the 3 paragraphs that we've added. Okay. Now, if we quickly add in a button now into the menu so that we can open our side menu, we do that in Appearance Menus, and there's an Open Side Menu button here which you can then add to your menu, save the menu, and now when we view the site, there's a little button there, and that will open the side menu. Obviously you don't want it to say side menu, so you can go into the customization settings and you can use a hamburger, for example. Okay, and that now opens the side menu. So let's say that this content, test 1, test 2 and test 3, we wanted that to show on individual buttons. Well, first of all, let's create the buttons. Okay, so if we go to here, we'll add a few more buttons in. All right, and we'll change the name to test 1, and on this one we'll change its name to test 2, and on this one here we'll change it to test 3, and we'll save. And then we'll just quickly go into the customizer and put it back to no dash icon so that we can see our different buttons. Now the buttons at the moment, they all do the same thing. They all open the side menu and they all show the same content. Okay, so how do we change that? Well, it's actually a lot easier to show you. All you do is click on this little advanced icon option down here, and you can add in your own CSS class. So let's say we put in here test 1, and then for this one, let's say we call that test 2, and then test 3. Right, let's update that. Just make sure that that's been applied. Yeah, there we go. Test 1, test 2, test 3. So these are CSS classes for each paragraph or block. Okay, and it works with more than one as well. So for example, let's say we added another block in here and we called that test 4, right? But we give its CSS class a name of test 3, which is obviously the same as the one above it. All right. Then what will happen is when you ask to show classes with that are called test3, both of these will be shown. And this is how you can build up more content than just a single block. Okay, so we just quickly update that. All right, now for the menu item to link through to it, if we go back to menus, you've got here CSS classes. Right now, to view that, if that's not showing, you have to tick this CSS classes box here under screen options. All right, now if we add in there on test 1, if we go test 1, all right, and then on the next one, if we add in test 2, and then on the next one, we add in test 3, we save that. What that's going to do is that's telling the side menu to only show content from that has a class name of test 1, test 2, or test 3. So here we go. Click on test 1. Sure enough, only shows test 1 block. Test 2 shows only the test 2 block, and test 3 shows both test 3 and test 4 blocks because that's what it's been asked to do. Okay. The only other thing to say here really is that if we edit this homepage, and let's say that we wanted to do this rather than with a menu item, we wanted to do it with a shortcode. So let's add a shortcode block here. You can do a side menu class equals test 3, for example, shortcode, and if we just update that and view the page, there it is there, and sure enough, it only brings up the content with test 3 class names. Okay, I hope that makes that a little bit clearer. I'm going to sign off.